you are familiar with like macronutrients and you really aren't sure how they work, this should help you quite a lot, and I'm gonna do it in the simplest form I can. If you've ever tried or even just heard of like the keto diet, it's basically like really low carbs, right? That's not all there is to it, but you're basically trying to take in as few carbs as possible with the intention of becoming more lean, reducing body fat, etc. But let's not demonize carbs, right? Because they do serve a very critical purpose, and they are the body's primary source of energy. The problem comes in when we don't exert enough energy. We begin to store those carbs in our body in the form of fat or even fatty tissue in the liver, which can kill you. Ever heard of somebody say like, fat doesn't make you fat? It actually does, but only if you've consumed too much. So a very healthy, balanced diet does require some fat. There's good fats, there's bad fats. But the point here is that fat helps in the lining of cells. It helps with joint movement. It helps in production of hormones. It is critical, but it is important to know too much can be bad. However, we generally gain weight much faster from carbs than from fat consumption. We've got protein. So protein, when you consume it, breaks down into amino acids. If you don't remember that word, that's fine. It's basically going to be the building block for your muscle and bone health. Additionally, similar to fat, it does help with production of hormones. But the point here is, if you don't consume enough, you're not going to grow any muscle. How much do you take? That's a big question. It's going to be different based on your gender, your weight, your height, your current fitness plan. However you usually consume food will change what you need to do next, right? So there's a lot that goes into that, and I couldn't possibly answer, just one like ballpark, right? But it does depend on quite a lot of things. And so it's kind of tricky, but there is absolutely a specific formula for you depending on what it is you're looking to do. As I've said before, a really common barrier for people who are on some kind of fitness plan that just aren't getting where they're trying to go is their diet, right? And if you don't have the right layout for how many carbs, how much fat, how much protein you're taking in, it's really not so much about like what specifically you eat, but like how much of each thing you're consuming. If you need help with this, if you have questions, if you're just starting, or if you've been doing this for a really long time and it's just not working, shoot me a message, click the link in my bio. I help plant-based men turn fat into muscle. You don't have to do cardio, and I will let you eat what you want. Don't fall into one of the categories that I just mentioned. That's okay. Check out Raina B Universe. Her and I do completely different programs. She specifically works with women who also want a fat to muscle conversion, but she focuses heavily on lower body strength and growth. That means she will grow your butt. For watching, I really hope this helped. If you're looking to make a change, if you're looking to be healthier, if you're looking to get in better shape, I've given you a few options. You can work with me, you can work with Raina. Either way, tomorrow's not going to be that much better than today. And if you were hoping somebody was going to knock on your door and say like, hey, I'm ready to change this for you, here it is. See you tomorrow.